Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. Joined as always by Mick and Age. And boys, it's a special episode.
It's a very special episode.
Special day.
It's exactly, as we're recording, 1 year from starting the podcast. Well done, everyone.
Well done.
1 year to the day.
It's our CASTiversary, as I like to say.
1 year CASTiversary. So we started the podcast on the 23rd of May, 2022. Today's date, 23rd. When you listen to this, 24th. So thanks for wishing us a happy 1 year anniversary.
Who would have thought, boys?
Not us.
But we couldn't have done it without our loyal followers who've been there since day one
100%.
and those who joined along the way. So thank you very much
Very
for
grateful.
all your support.
I think when we first started, I was like, remember, I was hesitant. I was like, I don't want to do this shit. Jim's like, no, we got to do it. We got to do it. I was happy. Like, if we can get 20 followers and listeners from it, sweet as, like, at least we're making those people happy. I couldn't even imagine where we are now. It makes me so happy.
Yeah. If you told me when we started this that we'd interview Gay Waterhouse, Zach Purden, Campbell Graham, and the list goes on, I would have taken it at a drop of a hat.
Yeah.
Even just like our setup, it makes me laugh so much because those that stuck around since day one, you'd see it. We changed the setup in this room countless times. We used to come in, set up our white trestle table, put out my phone camera on a ladder.
I'll try and balance it to get it upright.
And then
half an hour doing that.
we do the micro clips and be like, no, we got to change it. Jimmy's too big in this. Then we go up against the wall and we just like.
And we started with our table like horizontal. And we had like one on each end, one in the middle, and we had the little laptop instead of the Rodecaster Pro.
We didn't have any proper lighting or anything.
No
Snowball
lighting.
mics.
Oh, mate, those snowball mics gave me the shit. Do you remember?
We had to hold on to these.
Well,
things.
you had to hold them. And do you remember that we used to like drop them and then they used to crinkle? And then the worst was if you moved like a little bit, the mics would unplug from the USB and the Adobe Edition would say, all right, stop recording.
It just shoot itself.
And then so we'd do like a podcast, 30 minutes done. What? Didn't record. Oh my. No.
I know. But
that
now,
was it.
Now we're decked out with all the latest gear and it's a blessing.
We've come a long way.
Lights now.
Got
Lights,
everything.
Table.
What about our guests, guys? So I mentioned we had Gay Waterhouse, Purden, Campbell Graham. We had Jacob Host, Mark Nichols, Dylan Walker, Paul Carter, Bryson Goodwin.
And that's just the released ones. There's been so many unreleased ones.
We have a lot to come. But our first one, episode 14, do you remember who it was?
Yeah.
The great man.
The great man. Tommy Berry.
Tommy Berry.
He
kicked it off.
That was unreal for us. I remember before the interview, we were shitting bricks. We're like, what are we going to do with a special guest? Like, we used to have arguments. We're like, are we going to do like an interview with him or are we going to do play on pens? And we're like, we had no idea.
We bring him on in a normal podcast for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And like,
I think we chose wisely.
But like, if you're Tommy, why the hell would you come on a podcast?
No idea.
And had no guess.
I have no
14
idea.
episodes in. Oh, yes, sweet.
Well, that's what was crazy. It was like, you're agreeing to come on our podcast 14 eps in.
Didn't pay the bloke or anything.
We bought his hat.
We did buy his hat. But I tell you what was fucked. Our first ever intro on the first episode, we had no idea what we're doing. So we're going to chuck a clip in right now so you can laugh at us.
All right, welcome to the first ever Cast Patrol podcast. It's been about 2 years in the making, but it's good to finally be here.
I'd probably say 8 months, but we'll go with 2 years. It felt like 2 years.
Yeah, it has been a long time, but finally here for the debut. We're pumped.
The debut.
Finally made it, boys.
We've finally made it. We're ready to go. I'm pumped.
I don't even know what to do. I'm just sort of... And as you can tell, if you're watching on the YouTube, I'm still wearing that exact sweater. I put it on, the purple.
You haven't
sweater.
showered in a year, Mick.
No, not one shower, but look, thank you once again to everyone that listens to us, follows us, dabblers, TikTokers, Instagram, comments.
Even if you just watch our clips on Instagram and TikTok.
Even the ones that hate us, you still get our engagement up by listening to us. So thank you to everyone. Happy 1 year, boys. Can't believe it. 60 episodes deep. What better way to do it? Let's go into the week that was.
I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else, boys. So
Thanks,
Jimmy and I would probably disagree, but
thanks, Age. It's very nice of you.
Well, you're back. You're back. You've recovered from COVID.
I'm back. Well, I didn't actually have COVID, so I'll take you through it. So I did a test on the Tuesday. It was a really faint line. And I was like, okay, the faint line means COVID. And then the next day, I did another test. No line at all. Did another one to be sure. No line. Still crook come to Friday. Went to the doctor.
Yep.
Had a chest infection. Antibiotic kicked in. I'm all good to go now.
Do you think
Fresh as a daisy.
you are the softest bloke on earth?
Because we're discussing
I
it.
do not think I'm the softest because I get
think you
very
are.
hard a lot of times. But no, I wouldn't say I'm the softest. I'm just very unlucky. Bad
No, I
immune
think
system.
you just crook.
Oh yeah, I was crook.
It's just your shit diet. Your body just rejects
It
whatever
could be
you
the
put in.
Maccas.
Could be the Maccas. The
So
endless
guys,
night
if
out.
you don't want to be sick, don't go out and don't have Maccas.
Yeah.
What about you boys? Did you get up to much?
Well, we carried the podcast when you were gone.
Yep.
It was tough. We need 3 people here. It's definitely better chemistry.
Yeah, I know you needed
It was
me.
still good.
It was very
I had to
good.
listen to myself. It was good, but you did miss that element.
You
You know,
reckon?
there was a bit, but like we'll bring it back this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
You are back this week.
I am back, so it's
Yeah,
going
it's good.
so
it's good to
far.
have you back. No,
What about you?
Nothing
Did anyone else
crazy.
do anything?
Had a farewell with work. That's about it. Nothing
Yeah.
too exciting. I went to an Irish pub and they had all footy on, and all these Irish people were giving it to me because South lost
Got
that
rolled.
night. It wasn't good.
Yeah. Well, I went to dinner at Mateo's on Friday night.
Oh yeah, our favourite spot.
Nice
Can't
Italian
spot.
restaurant.
At Double Bay, so it was a good dinner. And then Saturday night, it was a great day up until about 5:30 when Cowboys Tigers kicked off, and I was in a great mood. I was, had a good day on the punt. We were going out, me and Katie were going to the Sydney Street Festival. Anyway, 5:30 rolls around, and then we were down 18-0 after about 10 minutes.
To the
And then-
Tigers, yeah.
To the Tigers, and then turned it off. But yeah, went to the Sydney Street Festival, which is really good. It's like a new thing that they're doing. They like closed down.
Whereabouts?
This one was at Stanley Street in the city, but I think throughout the year, like different streets in the city, they'll just close it down for a day or night, and then pretty much just have like a little festival there. It was good, like restaurants, music pumping, but yeah, it was good fun.
Nice.
Should
know-
go to the next one.
You boys are never going to guess who I
100%.
saw today.
Here we go.
Who'd you
I
see?
full spoke to him as well. Footy player. We'll do a quick 21 questions. Go.
Okay, current or past?
Current.
Ooh, Sydney-based team.
Yes.
Trell Mitt.
Keep guessing. Don't
Just
just,
Origin rep. Origin rep.
no.
Radley,
No, don't guess players. Keep narrowing it down.
South player.
No.
Roosters player,
No.
Back.
Ooh, used to be, not anymore. That's a big clue.
Sharks
Forward at
player.
Sydney.
No.
Oh, Dragons player.
No.
Tigers player,
Manly.
First one to get it wins. One question each. Go.
You're
Para
killing
player.
me. Oh my god, what team's left?
There's one team I don't think you said.
Doggies.
Doggies. Jimmy, question.
Ockenball.
Ockenball.
Oh, the match winner. The match winner.
I was walking in Cronulla because I was working there today, and I looked at him and I was like, I know him. What's his name? I'm like, Ockenball. And I went to him, I said, hey, mate, congrats. you actually won me my bet. And he goes, thanks, bro. And then I thought I was in, and he turns, he goes, how much you win? And I told him, and he goes, anytime. I was like, thanks for winning me my bet.
How much did you win?
Mate, I won a fair bit off him. And plus, I got my tip right. It was an upset win. So
Oh, yeah, that was a joke.
Ockenball
I
as well.
thought Titans had it 14-0 up and they just choked.
I know.
Well, I put something in the group chat over the weekend. What do you reckon the Titans do at halftime?
Honestly, I reckon they get on the piss.
Honestly,
Like they just have a habit of
Like-
losing second halves.
like they go into the sheds, they're up halftime, happy days, and then they come out and they just
Or maybe they get next week's schedule up and they start planning for next week.
right, and then
I
they just
actually
stop
don't know.
playing.
Yeah, they just give it up. You know, put the cue in the rack.
Literally,
Because I think they did do that. And Doggies came out and went bang, 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 and
they were on fire.
game over.
Yeah,
They
it
were
was.
shocking in the second half, but I didn't care because I won. Speaking of wins, double wins, Age.
We had
Take
a
us
lot
through
of-
some big wins.
A lot of big wins. We'll start with the $15 Sunday Best Bets Racing Multi.
That was
72 copies.
Yes.
And the last leg shat in. Absolutely shat in.
Wasn't there a scratching and the last horse went to $1.30?
There was no scratching. They just backed it.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
got backed
okay.
into $1.35.
They knew.
And then we had Jimmy, your best bet.
Brigantine, $2.40, too good for him.
You had a lot of copies on that.
74.
That's one of the most for like a best bet.
Yeah, they were loving
That
that.
is cream. And then what Doobman Cup winner did, Jimmy?
We're tall.
Waiter,
11
$11.
Great tip,
Shout
eh?
out to
10 copies.
Shout out to the Mock Sports Nico who declared Dazaki.
And we did comment, hey, watch out for Hoita. Is that how you say it?
We're tall.
Hoitoa.
Far out. There you
Hoitoa.
go.
Yeah.
And then we had the $5.25 Lakers 7-legger versus the Nuggets, 74 copies.
Very good.
Saluting. AJ to score a double, $3.50. He was always going to score a double on Indigenous round, wasn't he?
He was.
He loves playing in
And he
his round.
did. And he nearly scored 3, bombed one of them. And then, Jimmy, you tipped the PGA winner
The great man, Brooks Koepka, is back.
at $21.
21
Huge.
bucks,
And how
yeah.
many copies?
0.
No one got on.
Because I put it up late.
No one trusts you.
How
put
many strokes did you win by?
3?
It's not bad.
Yeah. So,
Pretty good. But then we always have wins. There's got to be losses. So I'll take us through some of the losses. $72 NRL total points play.
Yep.
So basically we picked over under for each game. Got to the last game. We had under 45.5 Manly versus Raiders, 56 copies. Age, what happened?
Mariota.
Off the
Was it
bench.
his first career try?
It could have been.
It
He was
was.
going off.
It was.
And they were getting pumped. So it must have been his first try. He
Yeah.
ruined it last 5 minutes and it went over 45 total points.
That's shocking.
So thank you, Mariota.
It wasn't good. We had $42 Saturday best bets put up by Jimmy. The last leg Keats with 69 copies.
Yeah.
I think he came second, didn't
Yep.
Came fourth.
Fourth.
But
Still
like-
stiff. Always last leg curse, eh?
Whatever Shin was doing, yeah. Don't do
Oh.
it.
This one's got to be the stiffest loss of the week by
This
far.
one burns me
$81. Lakers versus Nuggets. Fill up 11 legs.
11. And how many legs missed?
One leg.
Who was it, Nick?
AD, the brow.
Anthony Davis.
2 rebounds. But guess what? 213 copies.
81 to 1.
Incredible.
Sick.
But today, another loss in the NBA by one leg. We had a 9-legger, $6.25 Nuggets versus Lakers. We missed by 1-3 from Reeves,
Yeah.
who just sinks threes for fun. This time he only got 1. We just needed 2. That hurt.
And then Tuesday best bets, 20 to 1. What happened, Age?
Of course, the last leg loses,
Last
Jim.
leg.
Always a last leg curse.
That's the way.
But you know what? If you want to get involved and you're thinking, what are these copies these guys are talking about? Well, it's simple. If you don't know by now, we're 60 episodes deep. It's 1 year in. It's Dabble. Dabble, in our opinion, is the greatest betting app on planet Earth.
On Earth.
For sure. Basically, we've said it before. We'll say it again. It's easy. You can bet on it, chat on it, copy on it. So the way the copying works, easy. You follow the Cast Patrol or any other tips do you like. They got plenty of tips.
There's
Like
harness tippers. There's AFL tippers.
Olin Techers does
Any
Premier League.
sport.
Dogs, dish lickers.
Yeah.
So you put it up, you look at the feed. It's like scrolling your Instagram or Facebook feed. You see the bet. You go, I like this bet.
Yeah.
One click, copy, put your stake in, enter.
You
Done.
can even comment on the
Done.
bet.
You can comment on it. So
Comment,
basically,
react.
it
Banter
encourages.
channels?
Band channels are by far one of the most fun ways to watch sport. You
Yeah.
watch whatever you want, NRL, AFL, racing, whatever. You talk to punters just like yourself.
Ride the bets home.
And
Well,
right
the
at
best thing is winning with your mates and winning with people
Mm.
that are either following your tip or you're following someone's tip.
Yeah.
Because there's no point winning yourself. Yeah, you win money, but you sit there, give yourself a high five. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not the same experience.
And you know what else it's good for? Sometimes everyone's looking for a tip, and Dabble just gives you that because everyone's got to say, you don't have to just take the tip. You can read the description. Our bets, like you know, are all stats based. So we know
Yeah.
right side concedes this many tries. We like to put them up.
Or like, you know, certain players score this many tries against this certain team.
Over unders plays.
So
in the
we're
NRL.
heavily stats based with a bit of common knowledge and vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah, if you
it's like going to a grocery store, pick and choose what you want to buy and eat. So if you want to sign up to Dabble, use the link in the bio. Click the link. It'll take you straight to the App Store to download it and use our code Cast Patrol, CASTPATROL.
And just a reminder, what are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit the website gamblinghelponline.org.au.
Okay, boys. State of Origin is around the corner.
Woo.
It's literally a week away.
It
One
is.
week this
away.
Wednesday.
Yep.
I'm pumped. It's
Okay.
already a week away.
Yep.
Are you guys pumped or
I'm
what?
so keen.
Origin fever. Woke up with a little bit of a cold. Realized it was Origin fever.
Oh, well, that happens every year, doesn't it, Mick?
It does.
Around this
So
time.
always the debate is team lists, and there's always some selections that you think, well, he was probably smoking some good old hash.
Yeah.
on
you
that
know,
one.
There's a lot of controversial selections this year.
Exactly. So
There
Jim,
is.
how about you take us through state of origin team for Queensland, 1 to 19.
1 to 19. So at fullback, Reece Walsh. On the wings, Selwyn Cobbo and Murray Talangi. In the centres, Valentine Holmes and the Hammer. 5'8", Cameron Munster, halfback, Cherry Evans. The forwards, Tommy Flegler, Ben Hunt Hooker, Lindsay Collins. Back row, Tommy Gilbert, David Fifita, Patrick Carrigan at lock. And on the bench, Harry Grant, Big Tino, Fasua Malawi, Ruben Cotter, Jai Arrow, rounding out the 17, and then Dearden, 18th man, and Welch, 19th man.
That is a very good team.
It's a very stacked team.
Very stacked team.
So
Especially the forwards.
the forwards
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
But we'll touch on it later. Mick, tell us 1 to 19 New South Wales Blues.
Okay. New South Wales, we got James Tedesco, fullback and captain. Wingers, Brian To'o and Josh Adokar. Centers, listen to these two, Latrell Mitchell, Tom Trebojevic. Halves, Panthers pairing, Jerome Luai, Nathan Cleary. Now, the pack is when I think probably gets the most interesting, but we'll get into it. Tavita Pangai Jr. and Payne Haas props. Apasau Coruscant hooker. The back row is Tyson Frizzell, Hudson Young, Isaiah Yeo. The bench, Junior Barlow, Cameron Murray, Liam Martin, and everyone's favourite, Nico Hines. And to round off the reserves, Stephen Crichton and Stefano Utakamanu. So let's start with Queensland.
Yep.
Obviously, we can't go through every position and analyse. There's enough, and everyone's already done their own research. But let's talk about the key insights. Ready, Jim? So Reece Walsh, fullback over Ponga. Big omission there. What do you think?
I think I like what Billy's done. I think on the team that he's picked, it's majority of it is purely based on form. Ponga, I think Billy said it in the press conference. He's played about 2 full games in a year, pretty
That's
much.
fair.
So he's been injured a lot. Obviously, the head knocks aren't a help. So I like Walsh. He's been on fire this season.
Thoughts on Gagai losing out?
I think that was stiff.
Yep.
Stiff on Gagai.
I think he's played one of his best seasons.
Yeah, and every time he puts on that Queensland jersey, he grows a leg. So
Yeah, he grows 2.
mate, he loves the Origin arena. So a bit stiff on Gagai, but again, Hammer's playing unreal footy, so pretty happy with that pick.
The forward pack. Would you have gone with that as your forward pack? Any changes you'd make?
I would have liked to. I think Kafusi would have been there if he
Yeah,
didn't
I think
get
so.
suspended.
He had that number 11 over Tom Gilbert, I reckon.
Yeah.
Gilbert would have been to the bench with like Arrow making way, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's what would have happened. But I'm pretty happy with that. Look, Welch not making it is pretty stiff, but yeah, I think we've touched on it for the the last few weeks when we were just been speaking like that.
Oh, their
Queensland
middle forward depth
forward,
is crazy.
yeah.
It's a lot.
Footy and Horsbrook wouldn't even make the team as well.
Yeah,
And
you've
they've been
got
great form,
You
Hopgood,
know?
like
Yeah, the Hop Goat, he's there.
he's there. So yeah, a lot of good plays missing out. But overall, I think I'm pretty happy with what.
One thing I'm probably scared about from Queensland team, more than anything, the bench.
Mm.
You're talking Harry Grant coming off a bench, going to do a crazy stint. Tino.
Yeah.
Ruben Cotter and Jai Arrow. Talk about workhorses in the middle.
Yeah.
That's scary stuff, your bench. I'm impressed with the Queensland team. I think this is the first series in about 5 years when I can comfortably say that it's even. Normally it's been New South Wales, favourites, with the odd Queensland upset. But yeah, that team from 1 to 19 is, I think, close to the form team for Queensland.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I really liked what Billy's done. So yeah, bring it on.
Now let's go south of the Tweed. Age, New South Wales team. You're obviously pretty controversial selection.
I am. But before I go into New South Wales, I just want to tell you one thing about Queensland.
Yep.
There's 6 players in that side that are born 1999 or earlier.
1999.
So
Ridiculous.
that's our age. So that means they're less than 23 years old.
Who are they?
And they are Reece Walsh, Cobbo, Hammer, Gilbert, Fifita, Tino.
Wow, Hammer's young.
Hammer's young.
Hammer's
I
young.
thought Hammer was a bit older.
And
He's
do you
just
wanna-
been around.
Do you want to know how many New South Wales have?
How many?
Not one.
Wow.
Not one.
So it's a bit more experience.
So the thing is with Queensland, if they lose this series, they have a lot going into like the series
Yeah.
to come.
Yep.
So the future of Queensland is very scary.
maybe that's what Billy's building.
But back to New
So,
South Wales.
Obviously, you've been pretty.
I've been pretty vocal.
pretty vocal, yeah. About
Campbell Graham has been robbed of an Origin debut.
Call Crime Stoppers.
I've already called him multiple times.
Have they answered?
I've got through to like multiple people.
Yep.
How high
And
up did you go on the rankings?
I got all the way to the head sheriff.
Okay.
And then the sheriff goes to me, sorry, mate, you'd have to speak to Freddie about that one. So he couldn't do anything.
Did he give you Freddie's number?
He did, but Freddie didn't answer.
That's
so,
fair. I wouldn't answer either.
okay, like it's very tough because who do you pick Campbell over?
Okay.
You
So
pick him over Turbo?
originally everyone was saying Turbo doesn't make the team. Unfortunate to Campbell, Turbo comes out and plays a
Blinder.
blinder. You couldn't have played
The
a
best
better
game
game.
he's played in a long time.
3, I've got his stats. He's my player in focus. I'll jump to that quickly and just say it. He scored 3 tries, 1 try assist, 20 runs for 245 meters,
Ooh.
Yeah.
9 tackle busts, 3 line
He
breaks,
was
2 line breaks.
2021 Turbo.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And he's been in the Origin arena before
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
been gunned.
He's 2 tries away from New South Wales' highest ever try scorer.
Okay, so I think he played himself into
He's
a
in.
spot.
And Latrell is
That's
Latrell.
fair. And so
It was between
Campbell
4.
Graham is the best centre in the comp at
Yep.
the moment,
Mm-hmm.
but because there's 2 genuine superstars ahead of him that have to be in that team, he's very stiff there.
Yeah.
Now we go to the wing spot. Addo Carr,
Can't take Toto off.
Toto's locked in, so it's either Addo Carr or Campbell Graham. This is where it's tough. In my opinion, I would have done Campbell Graham
Mhm.
just because he's the most informed outside back. He's played for Australia on the wing. Despite Addo Carr's World Cup form, I think he's coming back. He's underdone. He wasn't running 100%. Yeah, he scored a try, but Campbell Graham deserves to represent his state. What do you
Look,
boys reckon?
I feel sorry for Campbell because I don't think he could have done any more than he's already done
Yeah.
to try and get a spot in that
11
starting
tries
team.
already.
No, for a center, it's
And
unreal.
his defense is
Yeah.
second to none.
Yeah, he's the best. I will say I think Freddie is playing. He's picked a team to, I don't know, be safe in his eyes to try and
He's
avoid.
picked a safe back line.
He's picked a safe. I think he said if it was up to him, he'd go Hines and he'd probably go Campbell over Fox there. But he's just like, I can't take the risk on 2 debutants in the backline because if he loses in Adelaide, has to go up to Suncorp.
Yeah.
We don't win at Suncorp. That's it.
No, we need to
Season's
win
over.
this game.
So I
It's
think he's just
important.
gone, that's it, I'm going experience. Fox in the World Cup's crazy. I personally would have probably gone Campbell, but I can 100% see him
Honestly,
pick
there's no
Fox.
knock on Fox. Like, besides his fitness, he's a great
Look,
player.
If Fox
Like,
comes out and plays like
he's
he
a
did at the
better
World Cup,
winger than Campbell. But
Yeah, I think
fuck,
that's
you
what
gotta have
Freddie's
Campbell
done.
in
He's
there.
picked the
Yeah.
specialist winger
Yeah, that's what he's
rather
done.
than going Campbell, who's played right centre the whole year, moving him to left wing
and take the risk.
and take that risk.
So I think he's the unluckiest player not to have an origin.
I feel, but I feel sorry for him. But I think Freddie made the right call.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't
so-
think he's made the right. Oh, he hasn't made a bad call, but I don't think he's made the right.
Well,
one.
let's see. If Adokar comes out, plays good, that's
Wait,
it.
he could score a hat trick.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that's
be
it.
surprised.
What about Cookie Boys?
Cook, I thought was a bit hard done by, but once again, I think Fittler's gone and said, I can't take any risks. Cleary, I need you to be at your best because you've not stepped up at Origin. You need anyone around you who can help. And that's Yo, that's Coruscant, and that's Luai.
The only problem with Appy is we don't have a hooker on the bench.
Yep.
And his 80 minutes stats at hooker this year haven't been consistent.
Yep.
So he's been playing like 60, 66, then
Mm.
80. So if he's going to have to play 80 in the middle at Origin Arena, that concerns me. Cook's a better 80-minute hooker. But I think they're hand in hand. They're both great players.
I mean, for South this week, you're not complaining because we've got Cook and Campbell against the Raiders.
And
So
South to name
Keon on the
Campbell
bench as well.
was-
it's cheeky.
That was cheeky from
It's
South to
cheeky.
name Campbell.
I reckon they said like, stuff you.
Well-
You're putting him in 18th man. What a waste.
I personally think
We're playing
the
it.
18th man should be chosen for a club that's already or in a bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buy
Just
around
because
10.
we don't, Dearden can't play.
Like
for
Critter.
the
Critter's
Cowboys.
perfect.
Yeah, that's a bit unfair.
Like, why are you taking away one of our guns to just having 18th man? What? You're going to hope for 3 HIAs or something?
Yeah.
or he should at least be able to play this weekend and then be fresh for. But I don't know. It's not up to me. We'll skim over it now quickly.
Yeah.
Tavita Pangai Jr. Obviously, big questions over there. But losing Jake's a big loss for
That
our
was a
pack.
big loss.
He's a huge loss.
He's a
so
huge loss.
safe. He does
and
so
then
much work.
we've lost Regan Campbell Gillard. So arguably, Tavita Pangai Jr. is probably third string for that.
Did Freddie
second-
call the wrong Tavita?
You
I think you meant to call Totola.
He had both under
yeah.
Tavita, and then he's just called the wrong one.
And then
Pangai's picked
He
up.
didn't know who he spoke to. Gave him the jersey. Pangai rocks up to the hotel.
No, I can understand it. I mean, that we don't have much front rowers. I mean, I think maybe DeBellum was probably hard to.
Clemmer's been in good form.
Clemmer's
I know
okay.
No one
I
likes Clemmer, but like he's playing good.
Tavita, if he's on, like
Mm.
without the mistakes and the
Discipline.
discipline, aggression, all that, if he's on, he's a beast.
He's very rocks and diamonds though, isn't he?
He
Well,
is.
Freddie has said he's taking a big gamble.
100%.
So he's acknowledged it.
Mm.
And,
And then
who knows what's going to happen
the
in
back
the first
row,
15.
Tyson, Frizzell, Hudson, Young. I mean, Olakatel, is that how you say his name? I think
Olaquatu?
he's
Olaquatu, yeah.
probably outplayed himself out of a Blues jersey just with his defense.
Yeah, I think he can be a bit lazy at
Mm.
times, but he's a damaging ball runner.
And then Cameron Murray not starting. Are they-
I'd start Murray and I put Hudson Young off the bench just because
Mm.
he's a maniac and he can come on and make an impact.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
Frizzell.
Murray needs to start.
I think he's a club player, but I don't think we have much in the front in the forwards.
But he's
to-
in career
to
best
pick with.
form. He's basically told Freddie pick him.
Yeah. Does it bug you that Nico's 17 and not 14?
A
I'll
little
tell you
bit,
what
yeah.
bugs me, that he's not 6. he
Yeah.
should be 6.
Um,
and if we lose, he's going to be 6 without a doubt.
And
And then does Cookie come back on the bench?
Or Appy goes
well,
to
you
bench,
think
Cook start.
Hines?
If we lose game
so
1,
Luai's
Luai
done.
won't be there.
Yeah,
Not even on the bench.
This is his last chance.
Okay.
He needs.
Freddie?
I'm telling you, if they don't win game
I,
one,
Fucking
he's
hell,
I
who
gone.
don't
needs
think so.
Freddie?
I think Freddie's just
He
he's
has
soft.
to be gone. We can't lose game 2 in Queensland.
So it's a must win game 1.
Must win game.
But
one.
stay tuned for State of Origin because next week, special episode. It's State of Origin edition, game 1. Everything State of Origin based.
We're going
That's-
to keep it short and sharp.
short and
Under
s-
20
Yeah,
minutes.
you'll get it
Yeah.
on Tuesday
All
morning.
our predictions.
It's going to be like State of Origin stats edition, fill the fridge, State of Origin edition.
Yeah.
It's
Wally Lewis medal. First
that's it.
try, last
First
try.
It's going to be State of Origin. No play on pens, no listeners. It's just pure State of Origin.
Yes.
Um,
So get your accounts
I'm
ready
G
for
for
that
State
one.
of Origin. We'll have all our predictions next week. So if you think we didn't
Stay
cover it this
tuned.
week, don't worry. It's next week, full episode. But boys, let's get into it. Round 12, I think it was. Players in spotlight. I touched on mine. Tommy Turbo play himself into an Origin jersey.
Yep.
Unreal. Jimmy, who is yours?
The big fella, Wiramu Grigg from Parramatta.
Yep.
This bloke is getting better each week. Obviously, Campbell Gillard's out with injury. He's got that starting spot. 19 runs, 201 meters, 87 post contact,
He was unreal.
21 tackles.
Bro, him and Paulo rolled
Mate.
straight through our middles.
Them
And
two,
Hopko.
Yeah. But yeah, Griggs getting better each week. Yeah, he's just been.
Is he a Para Junior?
He came from the Cow. He was at the
He was at
Cowboys.
Cows, yeah.
Okay. Did he debut for you guys?
Nah.
Okay, so
No.
debut for Para.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
sweet.
So yeah, we let him go, but he played 20s with us. But yeah, I've always had a high opinion of
Mm.
him. I was pretty annoyed that they let him go, but yeah, he's doing good things at Paris. So yeah, it's good to see.
Age.
Well, my player was hard to argue. Someone had to pick him. Stafford Toa.
Yeah.
Literally just made Holmes look like he was a reserve grade player. 2 tries, 1 try assist, 14 runs for 230 meters, 12 tackle breaks, 5 line breaks, 1 offload, 14 tackles, 0 errors.
That was
Career best game. How did he do it?
It doesn't get better than that.
And
for
he
Toa.
was-
5 line breaks.
It doesn't account for the amount of times he fended Holmes in the head, pushed him to the
yeah.
ground.
Like
he was
Holmes
unreal.
was lucky he's a beast at origin level. Otherwise, he was in trouble.
And rugby league realm picked Jaden Sewer for his Dragons.
Yeah, he had a good game, Sewer, and he's
think he's out this
unfortunately
week.
he's injured this
Yeah.
week. Yeah,
So anyway, we do an NRL team of the week with the corner post. Follow them on Instagram. He's unreal with graphics and even smarter designer. So this is our team, combined team. We're pretty much lined up in terms of opinions. Fullback Turbo, wingers Junior Tupou and Jermaine Asako. I think Garrick was stiff to not make it.
Garrick was close, but I just love Junior Tupou the way he just
Wow.
score those tries.
He's
I reckon we
Gotta
should have
keep
picked
an eye on
a
him.
whole Tigers
Union
team.
player.
No, we should have done 1 to 17.
Is he a union
Tigers.
player?
Yeah, apparently he's
Okay.
signed with the Brumbies, and then Tigers poached him. So,
Yeah, he's a good player.
I
Keep
like
an
it.
eye on
very
him.
good player.
Centers, Stafford Toa and Herbie Farnsworth, both unreal. Herbie's, I think, just turning.
Herbie has
Mate,
so
the
many
Dolphins
runs,
have got
man.
someone there.
I can't
Yeah.
believe, I
And they
forgot
have
this.
Flegler as well, the Dolphins.
Yeah,
next
next
year.
year.
Good recruit. It's going to be a ripple effect with the Dolphins. Like, they're just going to get a few more players. They've got the league's
They
money.
just need that one. They just
They've
need
got
one.
the experience and toughness, so
Yeah.
they're on the
5'8",
right
Dylan
direction.
Brown, tore Souths apart. No more comments needed.
Wakeham was close.
Wakeham and
Brooksy for the halfback
well,
spot.
halfback was close.
Stiff.
Yeah.
And Mitch Moses.
Yeah.
Who did we pick?
Nathan Cleary. What he did against Brisbane, who top 4 at the time, killed him.
The chin's incredible.
Yeah. Props, Junior Barlow and Tino Fasumalawi.
Greek stiff.
Great
Yeah,
stiff.
Greg was stiff, but I think Paulo with that try assist just took him over.
And Tino's just
And
carries.
And
every-
Tino's other forward mate, Mo Fatawaka.
Oh
what
my
a-
God.
He was running up
Yeah.
the back fence. He was
Big
stiff
Mo.
to miss out.
And second rowers, 2 try-scoring freaks, Dave Fifita and Eli Katoa.
Yep.
I love Katoa, what he's doing at the Storm. I knew he'd be a freak.
Everyone
Everyone
that goes
knew.
there turns
Yeah.
into a freak.
Lock, Paddy
What a
Carrigan.
game he
He,
had.
as soon as they played that round 1, he was the lock guaranteed the whole round.
Yep.
Didn't he play 80 minutes to make like 69 tackles?
Yeah, something ridiculous.
Fuck,
He was
he's
unreal.
incredible.
Bench, Pole from the Tigers, Liam Martin, Ryan Madison, and Nat Butcher.
Do we just leave Maddo every team of the week now?
He's too.
Him coming off the bench is
I wanted
OP.
Ockenball, my mate.
Yeah, he should have been in there, maybe over Nat.
I think we picked Ryan Madison just because
Maddo has to be
he's
there.
too good.
His stats are too good.
18th man,
He was stiff.
Jareem Buller.
Fuck, what a player.
Jareem the Dream.
Jareem the Dream. He's a dream player for
Have you heard the
Tigers.
story about him?
Nah.
He was a basketball prodigy.
Oh,
And then-
yeah.
And then he's like, I might try some rugby league. So he used to be a center. He's never really played fullback. So this is scary.
Yeah.
What he's doing. He's unreal for sure. So I'm definitely keen to see what him and the Tigers can do come forward. They've won 3 out of 4.
Hey, Tigers are looking decent. Hopefully they can keep it going. But that was our round 12 team of the week.
Yep.
What about our round 13 stats?
Let's
Mick?
look ahead. So everyone loves this stat. TikTok loves it.
Mate, TikTok froth it.
TikTok
love
loves
it.
it. There's people that request this every week. They go, "Where are the stats?"
On the Tuesday,
They don't
like,
care
when's
about-
the stat video coming
don't
out?
care about
Can
any
you
other
relax?
video.
It comes out
Just stats.
always 4 p.m. Wednesday. It's going to be there. Don't worry.
Well, don't worry, because here are the round 13 stats you need to know.
Dragons have not won back-to-back games all season. Boys, they're so inconsistent. They can't string 2 wins together.
No.
They did a miracle win over the Roosters, but
What a
I
win.
don't see them going back-to-back.
It's good to see the Roosters lose. Oh, it makes me so happy.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
good, especially on the bell.
That was a good win.
Oh, that was hectic.
Oh, Tyrell
Like,
Sloan.
they sacked the coach, and then they just come out.
There's
and
got to
do
be a
that.
stat on like interim coaches like winning games.
Well, we
'Cause I
talked about it
swear-
last week.
we did.
We called the bounce back factor. We
You
called
did.
it.
You guys called it.
We didn't tip them. I can't believe
Of course
it.
we
we
didn't
didn't
tip him.
But I tell you what, the Dolphins up there, I think they're going to be hard to beat. Not too many Origin players. Hammer and
Gilbert.
Yeah.
But you still got all your gun.
The
players.
MILF comes back in. Number
Milf comes
6,
back
Cody
in.
goes to fullback.
Yeah.
The big boys on the
It's
bench.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Balance Tafare.
And look,
Yeah, he's on.
and let's be fair, Dragons lose Ben Hunt. Is that enough? Do I need to say any more?
They lose Sewer and Laurie for injury.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
They're going to
And Jack
Suncorp.
Bird.
Yeah,
That
and Jack
hurt. Jack-
Bird.
that's
Wait,
huge.
is Jack Bird out?
Jack Bird's out.
Swear his name.
Jack DeBellin captain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, mate.
Bird's not in the team?
Bird is out. I'll show you right now.
Show me,
Oh,
mate.
he's at number 11.
You're talking, you're spinning yarns.
Apparently he was out when I read
Big
it.
spinning yarns.
Mate, Mick is a yarn spinner.
Sevo has scored 14 tries in his last 14 games at Combank Stadium.
$1.30. Anyone taking it?
Loves it.
I'm taking it in all my same game multis. He's a freak. He's
Yeah.
just going to catch it and just run over someone and put it down.
He'll run over
Simple.
Felt.
So versus the Cowboys, how many points you reckon Cows lose by?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
They lost to 48 to Tigers.
It's just not a good time Origin coming around for the Cowboys when you lose Dearden, Holmes, Cotter.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Talangi.
Talangi.
Oh no, so it's just
Plus, look, positive is Lolo's on the extended.
okay. So he'll probably play.
He'll come in.
Hopefully he'll come in. Big Griff is back.
Oh,
Mm.
Griff's back.
Griff's back.
Finally.
On the bench.
That's
so
good to know.
hopefully, yeah, it won't be a shellacking.
Para lose Junior Barlow.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh no,
And Lane's still out from injury.
for still
Yeah.
And they got Offengawi come straight into the pack.
that's
How
perfect.
good's that?
If you play Supercoach, pick him up for sure.
100%.
The last 8 games between Warriors and Broncos have been under 47 total points.
So what are we going to do? Unders. It
Unders.
screams unders.
Screamed unders.
Last 8.
Yep.
It's going to be 9.
You probably
Interesting game, this one.
It is. Because so Warriors are missing D Walks and Wade Egan.
Yeah.
They had a bye. They're fresh. Playing at home.
You know who I like
Metcalf's
back in? Metcalf. Read my mind.
Metcalf and SJ in the halves. Whew, that could be cooking.
I think they've been waiting a long time for Metcalf. They tried to get him last year
Mm.
on a what they call effective immediate transfer. Then he did his hammy start of the year,
Went to America.
went to America, come back, done the Tommy Turbo treatment. They've been banking on this guy for their 5'8". They've had like Walker there, Volkman there, but they want Metcalf.
Yeah.
He's their guy. So
yeah, and
I'm
Broncos are missing 5 players to Origin.
it's tough. I
You
think
know,
yeah.
and they're good players. Haas, Carrigan, Flegler,
Warriors,
Pretty much their
Walsh,
forward
Cobbo.
pack. And they're
Warriors
back
coming off a bye shouldn't lose this game, but funny things happen in rugby league.
Over the last 2 seasons, Rabbitohs have won 12 out of the last 16 games at Accor Stadium.
It's going to be tough this week against the Raiders.
It is going to be tough.
Tough
But we
game.
have the players back. Campbell's back.
No one. Yeah.
Cookie's back. Keon's back.
Yeah,
so
but-
Murray
And Trell.
and Arrow.
And
Murray
Latrell.
Trell Arrow.
Anyone else?
Not,
That's it.
Besides like Davey and like everyone else has been injured.
Raiders have got a full
And-
team.
They lose
Hudson Young.
Oh, Hudson Young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apologies. Yep.
Still,
Papa Lee's not playing.
Wyden.
Yeah, they
Wyden's
got
there.
Wyden.
Versing his
Well, name Papa Lee
He's
is
his,
playing.
he's
sorry.
his future team.
his future club.
Does would that feel weird?
He's going to make a statement.
Oh,
He
would want to.
Yeah, he wants
Have
to.
a big game.
But I tell you who's going to make a statement? Campbell Graham.
Oh yeah,
Is he going to play?
Him and
though?
Damien
he's
Cook.
gonna play.
If you're at home now, put money on Campbell to score. If
They've named
right, he's going to play no
Kenner
matter what.
18th man. I reckon Kenner's going to come in.
Well, the thing is, so Campbell has been not training Monday to Wednesday because
Yeah.
of his sternum injury. So the Blues didn't want him to be there if he can't train.
Mm.
So the thing is, we're just going to rest him. He'll train captain's run.
Sternum though.
He's going to play. He's played the whole
Yeah, he's gonna
month
play.
through that injury.
Yeah, and he's been
Oh,
in
yeah.
great form.
He'll be playing. Don't worry.
Did you see
And
his
he's
named
gonna
at
be
21?
scoring. Yeah, Keon Kalomatangi. And it's also his birthday. So happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Keon.
Keon. How good's
Yeah,
that?
one day
On
late
this
when this
Tuesday?
is posted. So sorry about that. But yeah, I think South just win this one. Just.
Just
For
give us
sure.
faith.
The Knights have won 9 out of the last 10 games as favourites.
I can't trust the Knights. I can't.
Oh, it's hard. But
They're
then
so shit.
Manly without Cherry
And
you know,
Turbo.
and Turbo, their whole
Yeah.
team.
Literally.
And Jake's out.
Jake's out.
Ben's
Oh.
out. I feel sorry for Ben. There must be something with that lanky,
What's with the
manly
hamstrings,
Trebojevic
man?
hammy.
They're
Yeah, not good. And then Knights, Ponga's there. See Lockie Miller.
Well, they keep Ponga and Gagai.
Miller,
Miller got
14.
benched. Yeah.
Ponga back
To
to
Gamble.
fullback.
Gamble 5'8".
They lose Frizzell.
I think the Ponga
Freeze.
experiment is over.
They're done.
He can't defend that line. He's too upright. He always
Puts
too,
his head in the wrong position.
concussion
He's-
prone.
I think he's an out-and-out fullback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he probably
That's
played his
another
whole
reason
thing.
why Slater wouldn't have picked him because like
He's
he hasn't
played
played fullback in
Mm.
ages.
And he hasn't
let
played a
alone
lot of
full
footy.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lockie Miller, look, he had a great start of the season, but I think he struggled recently.
Yep.
Well, his tackle breaks are insane. We know he can
I
tackle
know,
break,
but
but it's
his-
the other stuff like
Uh, You know,
defense,
little
the
things.
attack.
You know what it is
all
as
that
well?
stuff.
He grew up playing sevens and made his career in
It's
sevens.
a hard
He only
adjustment.
started playing rugby league last year.
Yeah.
He's still learning the little things that it takes to be an elite
Yeah.
fullback in the NRL. I think he was going off pure talent, but now it's when they're not playing well, he needs to just adjust his game a little
Like,
bit.
I think there was a play on the weekend, like the game was like pretty close and he's was returning a kick and he like ran towards the sideline and he's got taken
Just
out.
little things like that.
It's just like, you know,
He's a good player.
Put your
though. I
team
think
back under
There's
pressure.
a lot to learn. Yeah.
What about did you see Ponga when, to sum up the game even more, he gets poor distribution from dummy half.
yeah.
He gets tackled easily.
Thinks it's last.
Thinks it's last, sprays his teammate and just places the ball instead of playing.
And walks off.
And walks off and then he goes, oh, you're
Was that
kidding.
not the concussion test?
I don't know.
That was the HIA
Oh,
test.
that's
I
what
don't know
everyone's
how
been
he
saying.
passed
I
it.
feel sorry for the bloke, but yeah.
Oh no, he'll bounce back.
I think
as
he'll
well.
bounce back
I
this
think
week.
everyone who got snubbed from Origin,
So what-
they have to have a blind.
So what's the bounce back factor multi this week going off it?
Far out.
Graham?
Graham Ponga,
Ponga?
Gagai.
Gagai.
Graham Ponga, Gagai, maybe Dylan Edwards.
Cook.
It was stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah,
Cook, yeah. It's a good list.
That's juicy though. If you have that. Yeah. Maybe even I don't know. Foto. No, he's not
Yeah.
playing.
Well, speaking of try scorers, let's do our try scorer trifecta. So to recap, accountability. I'm on form, boys. I picked Jermaine Osako. He scored a double. Does that count as two tries in the week? You do
Yeah,
a chili
we'll
shot?
Pay it. We'll pay it.
You do a chili shot?
No chili shot.
No. Adrian picked Jesse Ramian.
Yeah, no, he didn't really get close.
No, and
shit.
Brian Kelly, Jimmy. You have not picked one all season. You're basically burning
What-
punters' cash.
I reckon whatever I pick the last week, pick it this week.
But
But
you-
they're going to score.
But wouldn't you just carry it on or not?
Yeah,
It
but
doesn't
then,
work like
I don't know.
that.
It doesn't work like
Yeah,
that. You don't
okay.
want to
And
just.
Kelly's not playing.
You don't wanna
so
pick
we
the
can't.
Yeah,
same
that's
player.
true.
But,
Good point.
Yeah, we got to put a hand up. Me and Jim, we fucked up.
Yeah, you bad.
But we're here. We're back.
So remember
We're
the
back.
rule: if two people get it and the third person doesn't, chili shot.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm dreading that day that
So-
I have to chili shot.
It's inevitably going to happen. There's going to be two.
It's, you know
It's
what
coming.
it is? If you're like, for example, the first game, you don't score, and let's say mix the second game,
Yeah.
that player scores,
Yeah.
and then you're like,
I've been
You're
that
death
the last,
riding
the
it.
last 2 weeks has been me. I've been shitting it.
like BK, he fucking got close a bit.
He
Yeah, he
did.
did. So now I'm the last game now. So who's going first?
I think it's me with Parramatta.
Yep.
I've gone Clint Gutherson, $1.85, 9 tries in his last 10 games.
So yeah, he's playing good this
Versus
year.
the Cowboys.
Yeah, versus the Cows, he should get a pie.
Mm.
Yeah. For me, Jordan Arapana, $2.15. 5 tries in the last 5 games, 0 in his last 2. So he's
What a
due.
scammer.
He's due.
Good things come in threes though. Maybe 3 donuts. We'll see.
True.
An age.
I have gone Hamoli Olakwatu, the bounce back factor, $3.20. They've
Mhm.
got this wrong. And I'll tell you why. He scored 3 tries in the last 3 games while starting against the
Fuck,
Knights.
I hope Rapana scores.
Oh,
If fucking
'cause, mate,
if I'm watching that
I like
last
to win.
game,
Because Gutho's going to score. So it's going to come down to you, Muppets.
All right, Mick, without looking, what do you reckon the odds is all those 3 combined?
I'm good at maths. $14.
You're wrong. It's $12.73.
I was
So
close.
under mixed
Very
value,
close.
but value for
Hey,
mine.
Rocket bet it.
You can rocket bet it, yeah.
Yep. And then it
boost
goes
that
up.
into the sky.
Remember, sign up to Double using the link in the bio. But if you're watching on the YouTube, you're probably wondering, what are these fancy gold things? Age, you didn't see them last week. No, you're not standing up. Age, don't. No one see your ass. No. Oh, no, Age is flashing the camera. Sit down. Nope, that's enough. That was sickening.
Well, yeah, I just flashed my beautiful
So
shorts.
we touched on it last week. New sponsors have jumped aboard the Cast Patrol podcast. We're stoked to be partnered with Aussie Footy shorts. We're not selling these shorts anywhere. They're exclusive Cast Patrol shorts.
We're going to use them for giveaways.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Prizes and all that.
the main thing with Aussie Footy shorts that why we love them, they aren't just any regular footy shorts. They're
great quality.
great quality first and foremost, but the number one factor, here's the kicker, they all have pockets.
Pockets in footy
Pockets.
shorts.
Yeah.
Absolute
Shorts.
game changer.
Well,
Pockets.
you remember how you'd play in your old footy shorts and just go for the beach in them, have a swim, maybe even just go around the house with them. But when you put your phone,
Yeah.
it's like, do I put it in between there?
waistband?
And it
Yeah.
drops and stuff.
Or
So
you have to hold it.
Yeah.
see,
Can't even put your
it's not
keys or
great.
wallet
No.
in it.
No,
Can't do anything.
You
Can't leave the house.
These are game changers. You can wear them to the gym, the beach,
Anywhere
at
you want.
home.
Anywhere
Wear
you
them
want.
out.
So
Yeah.
They've got pockets.
they got pockets. We've already given one away to Rosie. She writes amazing articles. She deserved it 100%.
She probably deserved all 50,
And there's-
but we have to be nice. We have to
There's
share the
plenty
love.
more giveaways coming, but just stay tuned. Follow us, subscribe, do whatever because they're coming. And if you want to purchase some Oz Footy shorts, use the link in the bio or go to www.footy-shorts.com.au. All rugby league fans, you need to own a pair of these and check the boys out on Instagram at OzFootyShorts. He's a proper legend and he loves the Warriors. So up the wires.
Up the
Up the
wires.
wires.
That's a sneak peek to my best bet later.
So use the link in the bio and purchase some Oz Footy shorts, but not the Cast Patrol ones because they're exclusive, but he's got shit ton more designs.
Yes, definitely go check them out. All right, boys, I've been doing some research and I've been looking at a lot of rugby sevens, watching highlights and all that.
The London Sevens were on recently.
Yes, exactly. I've probably punted my life through that. But I was thinking, what about if there was a state of origin sevens?
Ooh,
So
nice.
New South Wales versus Queensland.
Yep.
Best 7.
Okay.
Who are you boys picking? We'll
So
go.
what are the positions for these?
Okay, so the positions we're going to go based off rugby. We're tweaking a bit for the league. We're going to go 1 fullback,
Yep.
2 wingers, 2 halves, 2 forwards.
Okay, I like
Okay,
it.
so fullback for New South Wales.
Well,
Who do we go? We
I'm-
got Trell, Teddy, Turbo.
so we'll do New South Wales, Jimmy do Queensland?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is sevens is a fast game. You need big workers, strong engines. I would normally go Teddy out of form. I'm going to go Tom Trebojevic.
It's either Trell or Turbo for me. I'll
Trell-
back you in because
Trell
Trell
couldn't
doesn't have
last
the
sevens.
tank. Turbo can run all day. We'll go
I think
Turbo.
so. Wingers has to be Josh Adokar. Too fast, too quick.
Fuck, fastest man on the planet.
Yep,
That's
put
a
him in.
no-brainer.
Yep.
And
Bizza. He can be a forward as well.
Yeah, for sure, because he's going to take those hard meters and does a lot of tackle bust and
He's a
post contact.
little nugget. We'll chuck him in there.
Nugget. So you said halves.
2 halves.
Nathan Cleary, guaranteed.
Lock. Chin
Yeah.
is a lock. Can do it
Would
all.
you go maybe Appy because he's fast and can scoot out?
I don't think we need a hooker. I think
Okay.
whoever's close to the ball be a
Yeah.
hooker. I'm going to go Nico Hines.
Ooh,
Best
yep.
player last year,
Yep.
and he's killing it this year as
Good
well.
distribution. At,
Yeah,
at,
he can
half
run. He's
there.
played fullback.
And forwards, all right. Lock has to be Cameron Murray. He's a lock in this team.
Tackle, run, ball play.
He could play wing and I wouldn't even look otherwise.
I'd
He's
probably look
so
twice.
fast.
Maybe centre.
No way.
He's played centre before.
He's so good. And then
Someone
other
who
one,
can't play wing.
not Payne Haas.
We're going Payne Haas.
Ah, it's Payne. You reckon he's a bit too big?
No, I tell you why. The guy can play 80 minutes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
He's a weapon. Imagine
And-
him running out a little back.
Yeah.
Run straight over.
You need to have at least one sort of chunky boy in there to just
just a
hit the
thick
line.
forward to get those
Like that.
meters.
Jim,
That's our New South Wales
Queensland.
sevens team.
Yes,
Fullback.
Queensland. We're going with speed all around the park. Fullback, Reece Walsh.
Mhm.
Walsh Lightning. I love
Inform fullback at the comp, Reece Lightning.
it.
Yes.
Yes. Reece
Correct.
Lightning. That was it.
On the wings, Selwyn Cobbo, another speed star, and the hammer.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
They got us for pace.
shut
I
the
reckon.
gate. Oh, no, Fox will have Hammer done.
You reckon?
They'll be close.
Oh, they're
Oh.
close.
They'll be
But
very
Cobbo's
close.
got Bizza and Walsh has got Turbo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They
Turbo.
got us for speed.
They
Yeah.
do. A lot of speed.
Who's your halves?
In the halves, Cameron Munster, Benny Hunt.
Munster would
Munster's
be
a no-brainer.
Munster would be
No-brainer.
fucked at sevens.
He'd be fucked.
He's fucked at any form of the game.
And
Ben Hunt?
But Ben Hunt's good because he can jump in and hooker every now and then.
Yeah,
that's
good
true.
kicking, good
distribute.
distribution.
Yep.
Who's your forwards?
David Fifita.
Turbo.
Oh,
Lock.
he's the
He's
perfect
so
player for
good.
seven.
He's so good for
Perfect. He's
sevens.
He's fast,
Chuck him out on
big,
the wing.
strong.
If he wants a brother go on the wing, we just.
Against Murray. How good?
Don't give him too much right away. He'll be on the wing the whole game.
Yeah.
And then Paddy Carrigan. Like we said, we need a big engine. Play 80. He's got good ball skills.
Over Tino?
Yeah.
You don't want that big bopper in the middle to
Nah,
counter
I want someone with some ball skills.
Tino's a bit too big, eh? For
And
sevens.
Tino
Tino doesn't
is
really
big.
pass.
No.
He just runs.
Does he play 80, Tino? Don't think so.
Probably
eh?
not.
He probably can, but Carrigan, we know, can play 80. He's
Love
got an
it.
engine.
So here are the two teams. Have a look at that. And who do you reckon will win? Comment below who will win.
Yes.
I
Boys.
think just New South Wales.
Playing
I'm
on
gonna-
penalty.
Oh, that's a tough one. Play on a penalty.
Yes.
Straight into it, Jim.
Straight into it.
Sponsored by Oz Footy Shorts, play on or penalty.
Play on or penalty
Yes.
sponsored by Oz Footy Shorts.
Sponsored by Oz Footy Shorts.
Wow, that's a big fucking marquee signing.
Use
there.
the link in the description.
Hey.
Check them out.
They aren't just shorts.
They're
They're a
shorts
They're
lifestyle.
shorts with pockets.
And they've got pockets.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
criminal.
first
Absolutely
one,
criminal.
at Luke_Harding04. Age betting that a team has zero chance of beating the Roosters.
Never again.
Penalty.
Penalty.
I reckon play on.
Never
You
again.
should do it again.
Absolute sin. I'm sin binning myself, suspending myself. Never again. Chooks choke every time to people that they should beat.
Did you think the Dragons were going to win last week?
Well, when they were 14-0 up, I did. And they came back. I'm like, they butchered it.
Yep.
But I was very happy to see him get that last minute try.
yeah.
So, yeah, nothing's a sure thing. So, sin bin.
That is correct. At Preston, next one, at Preston had 01. Tigers beating Cowboys. Well, It's a penalty.
Oh, for us, play on.
6 again, play on.
Six
I love
again.
every
Massive
minute of
penalty.
it.
Dally M.
And
I
you know
loved
what? 66 points on us. That's a send off.
Yeah,
That
not
pretty much rules you out. You can't win the comp. No team's won by conceding 66 points.
Hey, not 6 again, 66 again.
66 again.
Next
Go
one.
Cowboys.
Jeddah Bugsy, you're at the movies and someone behind you is making lots of noise eating. Play on a penalty.
Fuck, eating. Oh, just any noise pisses me off. When I watch a movie, I like to be submersed in it. I want to just, especially at the movies, I'm paying to be there. I hate when I hear people talk.
People talking
Oh,
is the worst.
Have you ever been to like, I'm into like the Marvel shit.
Yeah.
If you go to a Marvel's premiere and people are talking, it's like riot. Like you don't fuck with Marvel. So penalty to anyone making noise or anything.
Yeah, especially at the movies. I don't go to the movies a lot,
Mm.
but yeah, if I'm there and I'm paying for it,
You're there to watch
fucking
the
better
movie.
be peace
You know
and
what's
quiet.
fucked?
Yeah.
It's a full circle though, because when you're a kid, you were that dickhead at the movies making the noise,
Yeah.
Yeah.
talking with the
Causing a
mates,
ruckus,
causing-
Kicking the seats in front of
Oh,
you.
I
doing
remember.
all
I
that.
remember one guy. Actually, funny enough,
Throwing the
I'm
popcorn.
gonna throw him in. Nah, this is better. You know Victor Adley?
Yeah.
His brother Harry.
Yeah.
He got up one time and last seat at the cinema, and the projector's obviously coming from the back. He's like put his hand like a ton of shakas over it.
No, mid-movie.
Mid movie, and it's like on the screen, it's of a shadow of a shaka. And I'm like, if that's
At a key time as well.
key time, like if that's any more Radley, then I don't know what.
That's a
is.
sin bin for
Yeah.
Radley.
Yeah.
Just for Radley's sake. We got a sin bin.
What's new? Radley sin binning.
Massive. All right, next one at Paracave_podcast. Not putting beetroot on hamburgers.
Not put. So he loves beetroot.
He's
loves
pro
beetroot.
beetroot.
I don't mind beetroot on my hamburger.
I love
I don't
it.
think it's essential though.
Nah.
I love it on a beef burger.
Yeah, like the lot burger.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'd say I'm going to penalize it.
Yeah.
If you're having like the
Penalise it.
lot, you got to have beetroot in.
Yeah.
I think I'd say play on because like I don't think you need to put on every burger. I think it's good, but I don't think not putting it
What
on
about like
makes
a
it.
six again ruck infringement?
Yeah.
Give him a little warning.
Yeah. Or like, you know, when they do the captain's challenge and it's like inconclusive.
Yeah.
That.
Maybe inclusive, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next one at Connor L. Hathaway. Warriors to make the 8 and get to the second round of finals footy.
Second round. So we're assuming that they beat, let's say they finish 7th. They're going to beat 6th place, which you're looking at who's there
Knows
at
at
the
this
minute.
point.
Who
Look,
actually knows?
Nah.
Could be
Storm.
Could be anyone.
Storm, could be South.
But
Yeah.
Who
I reckon
knows?
to
We
play
could
on.
drop.
Fucking
Yeah,
oath they can.
I don't mind.
I don't mind that.
They just got to keep up their form.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tough ass finals.
It's a
They
long
don't-
season.
They don't have a good run in finals.
Well, if they're playing that first finals
Haven't been in the
game
finals
in
for
New
a
Zealand,
while.
if they're playing in New
couple
Zealand,
years.
they could get through.
Fuck, if they get a home final.
That's a big
I'd
advantage.
go
Imagine
off.
that crowd.
Fuck.
It'd go
So I
off.
reckon it's a play on possibility.
Yeah, I
Massive
think play on.
possibility.
And last one for this week at Moody_67. TPJ.
So he's talking about Tavita Pangai Jr.
Yes.
Like we said, jury's still out on him. We'll have to wait and see which rocks or diamonds performance
I'm going
turns
to put my
up.
balls in the line. I'm going to say penalty.
You don't like it?
I don't like him starting. If he is a late inclusion to the bench, just another penalty. It's a bit better, but it's still a penalty.
I'm going to say play on just because of our forward depth. We have no forwards.
Yeah, play on.
Yeah, I'd play safer. Big
Yeah.
risk.
Play
Big
on.
risk. Okay, boys. Listener questions. At James Nanai Andrew. Who will win more prize money, Nature Strip or Giga Kick? So, boys, Nature Strip's currently on 20 million. Giga Kick, 9.5 million.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Horse
So do
expert.
you think Giga can double what he already has?
Well, Giga's only 3 years old. And he's been gelded. So he's got a long career ahead of him. I think he
Minimum
can.
4?
Probably, yeah, minimum 4. He's the way he's going. He's probably got the Everest, you know, and the like. I think he can. I think Giga Kick.
So your team Giga?
I'm Team Giga. Big fan of Giga.
Mick?
I don't know. Just hype around young horses sometimes doesn't always weigh up for me. I'm going to say, I think Nate Strip's 20 mil is going to be safe. Unless Giga just 2 years of just this New South Wales prize money coming in and just.
We've got to
romps
remember,
them.
Giga Kick's only 3 years old.
I know.
So he's going to get better the older he gets.
That's assuming he gets better. You know what I mean? Could be one of those horses just peaks as 2 and 3 year old
Mm.
and fucks off. But time will tell.
Yeah, I see your point, Mick. I'm going to stick with the racing expert, Jimmy. I can't go past Jimmy. He's been in good form at the moment.
Thanks, Ash.
At Tina O or Tina 0. I probably butchered that. What do you think will happen with SJ at the end of the season?
I think he resigns.
I think he's got one more year in him and he'll stay with the Warriors.
Well, Warriors next year, they signed Israel Adesanya. Apparently, according to NRL Roast. They signed fucking RTS.
Harris Tavita's
Harris
back.
Tavita's back.
Yeah.
I think the writing's on the wall there for Wade Egan going back to Penrith. That's my.
He's good though. He's
I
a
think
great
so.
nine.
I think Tavita's coming back into slot in that hooker spot.
Harris Tavita 9.
Nah, I don't think.
I think
no,
so.
I think he's
Nah,
going to play
that'd be
fullback.
crazy to let go of
What about Roger Tuivasa-Sheck?
Robert Chuvasek center, and then Harris, Nickel Clockstad the other center.
Sheck center.
Nah, I reckon they go
You
Clocks.
and Fitler been hotboxing.
Yeah, you've done a hot box.
Oh,
shit
yeah, a
already.
hot box
I
session.
reckon Clockstad fullback, and they go SJ halfback, Harris Tavita or Metcalf, depending on how good Metcalf is.
Tamari.
Or Tamari. They're all bailing. And then RTS center.
Fuck you.
Egan
both,
9.
Both centers.
No,
Fuck.
RTS will play center.
No, RTS center. They've already said
Yeah,
that
he
pretty
said
much.
he said it
Yeah.
next
No way.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, Tavita's going to play fullback.
Mate, Clockstad's been good. I don't know.
No,
That
Clockstad's going
What's
to
for you?
center.
What's for you and Freddie loving Tavitas? I've had enough.
All right, next question. At Steph Saunders, can the Roosters pull their season together or not?
Look, the positive thing about the Roosters, I've heard after the bye round, everyone comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Manu,
Tupou, Manu, Hargraves.
Hargraves and Sammy Walker will be back.
Well, that's when the Roosters love playing footy.
So
Second
time
half
will
of the
tell,
year.
but
Mm.
that's going to be it. When those players are back, if they can't pull it out of the fire then they're fucked.
Mm.
Is Cheese back?
No,
He's
he's
gone for 8
8
weeks.
weeks.
8 weeks, jeez.
He hear his interview on Triple M. He was very critical of himself and very honest. He's just saying like when he played his best season, he was in the system for a while. He's still learning. He's trying his best. I think we talked about last week. Roosters probably have a little bit of buyer's regret if he doesn't turn his form around.
I still think he's a middle forward. I'm not
Mm.
convinced that Hooker with the distribution. But as he said, it's new to the system, so hopefully he can improve.
Well, the way the Roosters play, I think they have a bit too many ball hogs in their team that sort of prevent their attack. Like Teddy loves running, Manu, Suoliti, and Smith loves scooting from hooker.
Yeah.
So it's tough. And Tupou loves running out from the back.
But we
so-
saw glimpses of what Teddy can do. If Teddy's in form, they can turn it around, definitely.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay. At Mirkaz, did Fitler pick most of the squad based on favourites or form?
I think we spoke about it. I think he's gone for like.
I think he's gone his favourites.
he's gone favourites. And he's gone.
Because if he
what's
picked
worked for
form,
him.
he would have picked the most in-form outside back stretch. I don't want to harp on about it,
Yep.
but it's pretty obvious he picked on favourites.
Well, he would have picked Hines at.
Yep.
At
Hines at
6.
6. He would have picked Campbell on the wing.
Yeah, maybe a case for Edwards.
He would have picked Cook over Appy. I think Cook's been in better
I
form
think Teddy
this year.
deserves it, but Edwards
Would have been in there.
Yeah.
Olak would have been in there.
DeBellin.
JDB.
Yep.
JDB. Clemmer probably found a way on the bench.
Yeah. But yeah.
So yeah, no,
Definitely not
definitely
form.
not form, unlike the Queensland
Yeah.
roster. Okay, at Sanctuary Scapes, after the Tigers win on Saturday, are things looking up? Also, how do you bring in Laurie?
Yeah, definitely looking up. Like I said before, 3 wins in the last 4. They almost had South.
The bus
till
is back.
halftime.
It's rolling.
Are you are you back on
I've
it?
been back on it for
Nah.
a few weeks.
Are we rolling downhill?
Mate,
A little bit, yeah.
No, we're just going
Flat.
up. We're
Oh,
about
still
to-
up, steady incline?
And then we're about to go downhill.
Oh,
The thing I like about the Tigers, why I don't think they'll get the wooden spoon, is they actually have players in their squad that like you can look at and be like, that's actually a gun player. Like your Batemans, your Clemmers,
Appy.
Appy,
Papali'i.
and look at talk about Buller,
yeah, Buller's a beast.
Toa.
Brooksy's playing good.
Brooks is okay,
Wakeham's
yeah.
playing good.
Yep.
But how do they bring in Laurie?
I don't know how they can.
So this is not me what I've read, but what I've read on Twitter
Yep.
is apparently Laurie's defense in New South Wales Cup has been appalling.
Really?
Defense.
Like,
okay.
his
Is he playing
defense.
fullback?
He's playing, I can't tell you, it's either fullback or 5'8" in New South Wales Cup. So I don't think Sheenius is looking at him anytime soon. But if they were to bring him in, you can't replace
probably
Buller.
14.
14.
Yeah.
14, which is
Buller's a beast. The halves are going
have they got a
good.
14 right now?
Polly.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
they
but no,
can-
like a utility.
Oh,
No
nah.
utility.
I don't think they do.
Okay, so yeah, probably 14. Wakeham.
He won't fit in the spine.
Wakeham's been their
The
goal
wingers,
kicker.
he's not fitting.
Do you know how many Wakeham kicked? They scored 11 tries. Do you know how many he converted
He would
out of
have
11?
a lot of them.
How many you reckon?
I reckon 9.
10?
We'll do the math. 66 times 11. He kicked
All of them.
all of them.
Wow.
11 from
No,
11.
Appy kicked one.
Oh, yeah, Appy did kick one.
Yeah.
Wait, that means I was right. 10. But yeah, he's a good kicker.
He's a good kicker.
His percentage was terrible for this year.
Fuck.
And all of a sudden he's slotting him. So good on him. Last question at Mr. and Credible. What are your thoughts on CHT returning to the Warriors?
Mate, he's fullback.
Chance, Harris,
Mate, he's
Tavita.
not playing
Is
fullback.
it Chan? Is it
Chanel.
Chanel.
Fuck, sorry. I
Fullback,
merged them
baby.
both.
Telling you, fullback next year. I like it.
I reckon number 6 or 14.
He's had a year.
What did he do?
You just,
He just stopped. He
Took a
fell
year
out of love
off.
for the game, eh?
yeah, took a year off, refreshed, seen how the Warriors are.
I think he saw how good the Wars are going. He's like, give me a piece of this.
I
Get
think
me back in there.
Warriors have probably got the record for the most like hyphenated names in the team. Vanilla Blake, Chant Nickel-Klostad, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck,
Harris Tavita,
and then
Tamari Martin.
Tamari Martin. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
I think that's it. Bring back like
Dallin Martinez-Zelezniak.
Fine, the whole backline's going to be hyphenated then.
Pretty much.
So you got RTS, Chance, Dallin. That's
Tavita.
three. Tavita's 4.
Wow.
And if we have
That's a lot of hyphens going on.
Yeah, far out. Well, that's the hyphenated names. Now let's go back to fill up the fridge. So
Fill up the fridge.
those that don't know, what are you doing filling up a fridge? Think about it. It makes sense in our head. The fridges of the NRL are the props.
Yeah, and what do you fill up the fridge with? Food.
Food.
And how do you buy food?
Money.
And how are you going to get money? Fill up the fridge. Pick a fridge.
Yeah.
If they crash over like Royce Hunt did the last 2 weeks,
So we pick
you're cheering.
Yeah, we pick a prop to score a try each week. So in round 12 last week, none of us hit. But shout out to these props that did. Royce Hunt scoring back-to-back tries. Stefano Utakamanu scoring a try. Ruben Cotter, Jaden Ockenball, my mate, and Mariota.
I hate Mariota. No offense, but he ruined the multi.
You know what's crazy as well?
$72 multi.
Tigers score 11 tries, not one was 12.
I know, poor Twall. That's
Poor
depressing. Will he ever score? Probably not.
Okay, so who we going this week for the fridges, Age? Kick us off.
I'm going to go big buntia for $9.
Wow.
Off the back
Bunty the
fence.
fridge.
100 meters.
crash
100
play.
meter run off the back
He
fence.
is
He
a
will be
big
stationary.
fridge.
He'll get it and fall over.
Oh, he's a fridge.
You know
Jimmy?
who'll fall over the line?
Who's going to fall over?
Hanula Paseka.
13
If
bucks?
he's 5
Is
meters,
this right? 13 bucks?
$13. If he's 5 meters away from the line, give it to him. He's gonna like.
Well,
if
he is
gets
5
lead-
meters in height. So if he just
Yeah.
falls
Yeah.
over,
Yeah.
he'll put the ball down.
Exactly.
I like it. Mick?
I'm going with Tavita.
Panga.
Tola.
Tatola.
Oh,
The other Tavita.
The actual
Um,
Tavita.
Yeah,
Can you tell everyone who your original fill at the fridge
my
pick
original
was?
pick was Tom Burgess.
And
I
is
was
he
like-
selected?
No.
Nick doesn't
know.
read the team.
I don't read the team.
He wasn't even there last week. I don't know where
I don't know.
with that.
Yeah, Totola for me, I think. If you look up fridge in the dictionary, he probably comes up.
He's up there with Josh.
He's just got that fridge body, doesn't he? Where just thickness personified.
His legs are massive.
Oh, huge.
Big.
And I think he's probably been South's best forward in the last 2 years. So hopefully he can stick with that.
Yeah, hopefully he scores and we get the win.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, tips of the week.
Kick us up,
I've been
Age.
out of form. I'm going to bounce back. I did a ridiculous $26 multi
I don't even
Didn't
know why
last
he
get
week.
bothered.
close.
for Indigenous round.
Didn't get close.
I didn't pick Kennedy. He was the only Indigenous that I didn't pick. So I literally butchered it. I'm going to go safe. We're going almost double your wage with Age. Warriors to win by over 6.5 points.
Ooh.
$1.85. They had the bye last week. They're fresh.
Ooh.
Don't give me that face, Jimmy. They're fresh. They're playing at home. And guess what? Broncos have 5K outs. We mentioned them. Walsh, Cobbo, Haas, Carrigan, Flegler. I don't know, man. Their forwards are skinny.
Nice.
Warriors are going to roll through them.
I'm on your tail.
I think
You're
they win by 7+.
I'm on your tail.
You are, but you're just not putting them together. You're like dragons. You can't win back to back.
Okay.
And our 18th man this week is Ados the Great. So shout out to him.
Yes.
He's been killing it with some bets and he's been pretty much impressing us in
He's
New South
knocking on
Wales
the
Cup.
door. He's knocking on the
He
door.
has.
He's
He's
doing
doing very
too
well.
My tip of the week, not tipping or betting related. It's, you know the movie White Man Can't Jump? You ever watch that with Woody Harrelson back in the day?
May have.
It's a good movie. Anyway, they've made a 2023 remake with Jack Harlow.
Hello.
And
Yes.
Jack Harlow is great. It's not a bad watch at all.
Really?
Um,
Is that on Netflix?
It's on Disney Plus.
Disney
Shout out to
Plus.
Corey's Grouse, whose account I use. Only problem with it, whilst watching it, my missus has fallen in love with Jack Harlow.
Really?
Got a full crush on
He
him.
actually looks like you
Yeah?
a bit, Mick.
Yeah,
You
thanks.
do look like him a bit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're probably not as talented, but
I know.
you look like him.
She did the same with Nathan Cleary. Now I can't watch Penrith ever play again.
She
That's
just
what
fell for
happens.
the chin, mate.
Jack Harlow just said these shit jokes, and she just laughed. I'm like,
So it's sort of like you. So you're like a wish version of
yeah,
Jack
I'm
Harlow.
Jack Harlow. Yeah. You don't know Givenchy, you need Jesus. Jim,
All right. My tip of the week. Got a bit of a story.
Oh, no.
So
Oh, here we go. Let's get comfy.
get comfy.
Get
Strap
comfy.
yourselves in for this.
I'll still put my feet up. Here we go.
So we've got a gym at our apartment where me and Katie live, and we're going to the gym a bit.
Have ya?
Yeah, just going on the treadmill. You know,
I was noticing those shoulders a bit bulgy.
just trying to get fit a bit. So I was entering my fitness era, and I was like, fuck, I should get some runners. And then so I'm online, and I read somewhere that Hockers are the best running shoes.
Hockers are great for running.
I've heard
Yeah.
a lot about Hockers in my office. Everyone loves them.
Yeah. So I went on to get a pair. Anyway, we jump on this website, and on the website it says last day of sale till midnight, 70% off, whatever. And we're like, me and Katie were like, fuck, how good is this? We've hit the jackpot. It was like $240 into like $80.
Daylight
I'm like,
robbery.
Fuck, how good is this? So we buy them. 2 weeks pass. Fuck, heard nothing. Didn't get anything.
No hockers.
No hockers. Send them an email. Or we go on the website, go on the live chat. We're like, oh, we're just looking for this order, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, we actually don't have your order in the system. That website you bought it from is actually not our website.
What? You got
So-
scammed.
I actually got scammed.
How much did you lose?
$80.
Did they take any more?
Nah, just 80.
So-
But listen to this. So we got scammed anyway. So the moral of the story is just be careful what website
What
you're
was
going
it?
on.
The exact same website that
It
Hockey?
fucking looked like it.
Oh my god!
You got robbed.
Did you pay with card or PayPal?
I can't remember. Hopefully PayPal.
Pay with PayPal, you
Cancel
get
your
it back
card,
straight
man.
away.
Anyway, the last Sunday that gone past, we got a mail. We got something in the mail. It's like this little fucking envelope thing, and we're like, "Fuck, what's this from?" It's from China.
Oh, no.
And what they, it must be from this place. I don't know what's going on. They fucking sent us a fake Cartier ring. It's in the Cartier packaging and all. It's
Yeah.
fake, obviously, from China. But yeah, they sent us like a ring. And then Katie's like, oh, like, she reckons like I'm trying to surprise her. I'm like, I actually got
You're
no
gonna
fucking
propose to
idea.
her?
I've actually got no idea where the fuck this is from. So yeah, we got a fake Cartier ring. And apparently, like, when you get scammed, they just start sending you random shit.
Really?
Yeah, because apparently one of Katie's friends, she got her Amazon account got hacked, and then they just started sending her random shit.
So who knows what's next? Keep
So
us
I'm
updated.
keen to see. I'll keep
Keep us
everyone updated. But
Okay.
moral of the story, I make sure whatever website you're buying from is real. Make sure it's verified.
Yeah.
And don't get scammed.
Wow, that's
So
a good way to end the
That's
potty.
your tip of the week.
That's
Don't
my
be
tip of the week.
Don't be an idiot.
100%.
Don't be an idiot.
get scammed. Just to conclude the episode, once again, happy 1 year, boys.
Yep.
Yes.
And thank you to
Been a pleasure.
everyone that's helped us along the way, because obviously we'd still be doing the podcast, but it makes it so much easier knowing that there's people listening, the people that enjoy it, people that reach out saying, hey, you've inspired me to start a pod or start a content page.
Yeah.
It just helps.
100%. And here's to another 1 year.
Here's to another 10 years.
Make it 100.
It won't be,
Stuff
it won't be podcast by
Century.
then.
Have a good week, guys.
See ya,
See you guys.
mate.